The Pseudo President, published by Black Rose, is a fictional novel but based on actual voter fraud techniques currently used in U.S. elections. This book engages the reader with a page-turning, fictional, murderous candidate and a brave man determined to stop him. The hero, John Jacobson, is based on Dr. Bryant's real-life U.S. Marine sons. They are men he greatly admires. The main character is a former U.S. Marine and appears on the scene 2 years before a presidential election. The ruthless candidate uses every possible voter fraud technique to win the election. He will do anything to hide the truth, including killing John Jacobson. The book contains over 25 voter fraud methodologies found through hundreds of research hours, especially in the 2016 and 2018 battleground states. The reader can search the internet and find thousands of confirmed reports and litigations of these voter fraud techniques. I think you'll be surprised by the poetic justice at the conclusion of this story. Which actively employed voter fraud methodologies does the villain candidate use? Well, here they all are. I bet you'll be as shocked as I was. The book shows how the lack of voter ID laws led to rampant voter fraud. The lack of a paper trail is a huge voter fraud issue due to validation deficiencies. Hackers, as young as 11 years old, installed computer viruses which can change votes. There's verified misuse of proxy, provisional, and absentee votes. The book shows how voting by mail is wide open to voter fraud. The book explains these 5 multiple voting methods and how they occur in every U.S. election. Weak voter laws in many U.S. states tolerate and even encourage them. The book explains how many precincts destroy and invalidate legitimate ballots. You've seen the orchestrated attacks on polling places in concentrated areas of the opposing party. There are many validated accounts of vote buying in U.S. elections. The book shows how voter suppression occurs in many forms. Intentional voter law weaknesses allow ineligible voting by many groups. Sadly, there is purposeful misvoting for these disabled categories. There are misleading and confusing ballots. Often a double negative is applied, so a no is a yes. Each election includes moving of precinct boundaries to benefit one party over the other. Media and political ads include misinformation to confuse voters. Here's a complete list of authenticated and actively utilized voter fraud techniques occurring in every U.S. election. Some of these are categories comprised of several different methods. Shocking, isn't it? Could these lead to a pseudo-president? Read the book and find out. Dr. Bryant is the author of several books, a PhD, a public speaker, college professor. He set the Guinness Book of World Records for rowing 3,280 miles in 117 days. And he's the retired vice president of a Fortune 150 company. For more information on the pseudo-president or the author, please go to robbryant.com. The book will be available online and at bookstores in early 2019. Ask for The Pseudo-President by Dr. Rob Bryant, published by Black Rose. We're hoping The Pseudo-President leads to true voter law reform that stops many of these current voter fraud methods. I want my vote to count, and I know you do too.